Hello everybody, this is the Waterbury Bureau of Recreation. What we will be doing for our first video is talking about the first journal prompt that we have up on our website. I have my friend here, Mr. Jim, my other friend, Miss Jana, and my name is Mr. Jameson. What we're going to be talking about today is our favorite food, because I think you guys can probably agree with me that this is kind of a stressful time for everybody. That is why we are here, so spread apart with these masks on and talking to you guys through the camera and not face to face. But you know, there are some things that can help us in a time like this.
Just know, everybody out there, we miss you guys just as much as I'm sure you miss us and all of our crazy antics, our crazy socks, crazy hair, all the different things we did this summer, and we're excited and we're working on planning future activities and future things to do to where we can focus on good things versus negative or bad things.
It's very important these days to try to focus on the things that, you know, make you happy and can sort of get rid of some of that stress that we may be feeling, you know.
Which was why we decided the first topic that we would pick for our journals, because if anybody knows, in these stressful times, keeping a journal is a very helpful thing for anybody of any age to do. It does not have to be in complete sentences. It could be just words written on a page, whatever you feel comfortable with. And this way you can express your sadness, your happiness, your stress, whatever it is that you're feeling. It's a avenue for you to let those feelings out. I myself try to journal every day. All I have is a simple notebook, and I just write down what my thoughts are for that day. As Mr. Jameson was saying, we thought for our first episode, because all three of us love food, and most of you that know us know we love food, we would pick a topic based on food.
So this video will be coming out at around the time of this. So this is December 16th. It's a national day called Eat What You Want Day. It is observed on this date each year, and to celebrate, we're asking that everyone create a mouth-watering menu for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And what we'll be doing today is basically talking about what we think our mouth-watering menu would be, right, Jana?
Yep, absolutely. So I love food, and I love breakfast. It's my favorite meal of the day. So for my breakfast, I would do chocolate chip French toast with maple syrup, turkey bacon, eggs, and home fries, because I do not eat pork. Top it off with a glass of sunshine, so some orange juice, and a coffee.
That is mouth-watering.
That sounds very good.
That is good.
How about you, Mr. Jameson? What would be your ideal breakfast?
My ideal breakfast would probably be any sort of bacon, egg, and cheese on any type of bread or bagel. Honestly, that is my favorite breakfast, probably ever.
So a breakfast sandwich.
A breakfast sandwich, or a deconstructed breakfast sandwich even. If it's just the bacon and eggs,
Yeah,
I'm happy with that.
that sounds very good.
That does sound good. It's a good on-the-go breakfast too, something quick to make right before work or school or virtual school.
Yep, it's quick, easy, and we have so many bagel places
Oh.
near us, honestly. Waterbury area is the best for bagels.
And you have to say too, Waterbury is the best for a lot of different food.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
There's so many, you can find so many different things.
definitely, yeah. That's what I love about Connecticut.
How about you, Mr. Jim? What is your ideal breakfast?
My ideal breakfast, and I'm gonna be very old school, and it's only because of the memories I have, is my grandmother's pancakes.
That sounds good.
That from scratch, no box, just, that's like my go-to, and I wish I learned how to make them before she passed, but, I can vividly remember being a little kid, sitting at her kitchen table having them. So that would be my ideal breakfast.
The best breakfasts are the homemade ones. The best meals are homemade.
And that's the sad thing, well, the good thing now with everybody staying home, I'm sure you guys are cooking more and baking more and trying new recipes and new ideas.
All right, so the next is lunch. So lunch, for me, I love Chinese food. So I would do chicken teriyaki with white rice and veggies served in those pineapple bowls.
Ooh,
Wow.
now my mouth is like watering. It's like, oh,
I'm hungry right now just thinking
That
about
is,
it.
that is the definition of mouth watering right there.
Oh, I love Chinese food. Any chance I get, I'll get it.
I don't know if I could beat that one. That, I want that now.
yeah. Well, we'll try and beat it, James.
I know. For lunch, I love something warm, especially now, you know. But Jana gave me a good idea, and I love curry and chicken and rice. So
So like a curry chicken?
yeah, sort of like a curry chicken. I'm not too good at making it by scratch, but in the grocery store they do sell pre-made curry. So that's like my go-to.
That does sound
Well,
good.
sometimes it's cheaper and easier to just buy it than make it at home.
Yep.
And that's coming from somebody like me who likes to cook and has all this cookware stuff.
Curry does have a lot of spices too that could get pretty expensive. So
Yes.
any way to really cut down that cost is good.
What
How
about you,
about-
Mr. Jim?
Yeah, Mr. Jim, your lunch?
My go-to is a buffalo chicken wrap.
Oh, that does sound
Anything
good.
buffalo chicken is like,
Heaven.
have to have it. But after Miss Jana was talking, it really made me think there's another option that I could have for lunch or for dinner that I think all of us would agree is a phenomenal thing. And somebody of my generation, when we grew up, we didn't have this or know what it was, and that would be sushi.
Oh, I love sushi.
A
That
nice,
is-
refreshing, like lobster sushi roll or, oh,
Oh, California rolls, so good.
That'd be an interesting menu. Going from a breakfast sandwich to fried
Chicken
rice and
teriyaki.
pineapple
Yeah.
bowl.
oh my God, could you, if we had a restaurant, we wouldn't know what to do with it. Like, it would be everything. The menu would be like the size of that window. So, Miss John, what would be, on that note of sushi, what would be your favorite dinner? If you could have any dinner?
So my favorite dinner is going from Chinese food, Asian food, to Italian food. I love Italian food. So chicken parm with pasta, garlic bread, and salad is my go-to meal.
Question, garlic bread, cheese on it?
Yes.
What kind of pasta?
Penne pasta.
Really?
It has to be penne, yes.
Not linguine or
It's such
spaghetti?
I like linguine and spaghetti, it's just too messy for me with doing the thing with the spoon or the fork. I just like the penne, you just get the fork in it and just eat it. I don't have to worry about anything else.
And then you get the sauce that gets into the penne, you know, that's
Yeah.
the best part.
That is.
Yeah.
And then you got that garlic bread to dip in the sauce
Yeah.
with some grated cheese. Oh,
You know, I'm gonna have to agree on the Italian food dinner. My mom recently made her homemade sauce with pork, with spaghetti, and honestly, she cooks it for 2 days, and that is,
and I'm sure your mouth is watering as
Oh.
you smell it.
oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Imagine waiting 2 days to eat it.
I could.
That's the worst part.
That's the one thing as somebody that cooks that I will never try to make on my own because I don't want to murder is my own sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom makes really good homemade sauce. It just takes forever to make, but it's so.
But that's
worth
when you
it.
make a vat of
Yes,
it and
it's
put
so
it in your
worth it.
freezer.
Yep,
And,
that's
oh.
what she does.
Yep.
So good.
My mom makes the sauce with tomatoes that she grew from her garden too. Maybe
Oh,
that could
wow.
be another episode. We talk about some gardening.
Absolutely.
That's
Or
a
even
good skill
go
to have.
gardening with, even with it being winter, you could do an indoor garden.
That's
You
true.
know, you could bring life back into my spider plants that are holding on by a thread.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see them in the camera, but
They're pretty sad.
they're sad.
They're sad. They're very sad.
Both of them.
They are. They're sad. They miss having people around in the buildings.
Oh yeah. All right, Mr. Jim. What is your ideal dinner?
I, as being an Irishman, steak. A nicely marinated steak on the grill with a baked potato and vegetable.
That does sound good.
And if we want to get really creative, do a surf and turf and have a lobster tail.
Mm.
Oh, that does sound good.
I
I love seafood.
It was sad. One time we had Maritime Aquarium come and do something for the after-school program, and they brought a lobster. So the kids thought it was all cool to see the lobster. I kept telling the kids, could you go in the kitchen and get me the butter and we're gonna make lobster tails. And it would have been a phenomenal lobster roll. That was a big lobster they brought. Oh, food, so many things we could say about food. And
Definitely.
I would even go into dessert.
why don't we?
Honestly,
I wrote it.
I was thinking about it on my way to work. We have to talk about
And,
it.
well, that's the best part of, like, the end of the day is a nice dessert.
Mm.
And like you said, Jay, there's a lot of bakeries and good restaurants around here that make phenomenal homemade desserts.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
So what would be your go-to, Miss Jonna?
A hot fudge cake with vanilla ice cream and whipped cream,
Mm.
Oh.
where the ice cream melts into the cake and then you cut it and the fudge comes out.
Oh, like
That
a
sounds
chocolate lava cake
Yes.
thing? Oh,
Yes,
So good.
my favorite by far.
that's worth every calorie.
It is.
Every
It
calorie.
is worth.
You just
Every
go do
single
a couple
bite.
more push-ups or a couple more laps around the
Oh
neighborhood
yeah.
to justify that.
Yep.
How about you, Jameson?
I'm gonna go as if I'm making this myself. We'll say apple crisp. One of the
Oh, that's a
this is
nice-
good.
only dessert I know how to make, really. You know, it's pretty simple. You only need the apples, right? Sugar, butter.
It's
That's
simple
about
but good.
So
And then a big dollop of vanilla ice cream on
Oh
top.
man,
Oh,
that's the best part.
I think that's something we should talk about too, how hopefully eventually we'll be able to give you guys some simple, easy go-to recipes for desserts, snacks, things like that.
Yeah, we are equipped with a full kitchen in this rec center, so you know, possibly some cooking videos that you guys can try at home, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
all right, Mr. Jim, last up.
Oh, I'm torn between Death by Chocolate, which any of the kids that came or worked with me know that was our traditional Christmas last treat before you guys went out on winter break. And I really do miss being able to do that with the kids this year.
Mm.
But I'm very simple, a hot, out of the oven chocolate chip cookie
Yes.
with a nice glass of ice cold milk.
Yes,
Mm.
that is good.
I could be very happy with that. And it has to be homemade, not a packaged thing.
Yeah,
Has
the
to be.
homemade ones are the best.
And like we were saying, Jameson, the smell of this stuff as you're cooking or baking, and I'm sure all of you out there are experiencing new recipes and new things, and just think of the smell. It's worth the work of going to the store, ordering all the ingredients, whatever you have to do, just to try something different.
Yeah. And just cooking in general is just very important, you know, for people and humans. You know, it's just a basic skill to have, and you support your whole family with it. So, I mean, I think personally, cooking, everyone should definitely learn how to make at least one good meal or something like that.
And that's the thing too, Jameson, like I've said, I love to cook and bake. I make it fun. Turn on the radio, we get things going, you know, and I'll admit it. I like to cook very interesting things. I can't make a meatloaf to save my life.
Yep.
It's disgusting. It was like dog food. It was horrible. But you live, you learn, you try, and it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to get frustrated.
That concludes our first video for the Bureau of Recreation channel.
Yeah.
And this was new for us, everybody, and you know, we look forward to doing this more often and on different topics. And you know, thank you for taking the time, and we hope we made you laugh today or smile or whatever.
And if you guys have time and you want to complete, you know, this journal yourself, we are giving out all the materials to do that for free. You know, just talk to your parents, or if the parents are watching this, check out our website. We are giving out the materials free of charge, and your kids will be able to participate with these activities with those materials. And yeah, you can find all this stuff on our website.
And we'll have the journal prompt up on the website. You can do it with your parents, you can do it with friends, family members, whoever.
And you could even if you don't want to write it down, if you just want to reflect on it, of what your favorite food is. And let's be honest, who doesn't get a little excited and a little happy when they think of food? All three of us just shared different dishes and now we're starving for lunch.
Yep.
Absolutely, so we'll see you guys next time.
Stay safe.